Welcome to Doorway to the Paintings. Doorway to the Paintings. Gromus. There's creatures in here. There's things in here I'd rather not talk about. That's not what this video is about. So I'm not going to be explaining it, because if I do, I'm probably going to have a nightmare tonight. I really don't want to. Just thinking about it gives me the creeps. So we'll just get right into these paintings. I have a couple good paintings here. And by the way, these paintings, they're on redbubble.com. In fact, the whole series is on redbubble.com. And you can see the information up here. But it's called the Theater Enigma. Theater Enigma or Theater Enigma, either way. And I did multiple paintings in this series. And tonight I want to show you part 1 and 2. And I think they get better as the series goes on. I think I actually improve on them when I paint new ones. Here's I think this is part 1. I kind of forgot track because they're not numbered here. But the other ones in the series, I believe they're all numbered. This is part 1, Theater Enigma. And here's part 2. It's very similar. The other ones in the series, they're kind of similar but different. There's a little bit more variety. Now, I like both of these. There's quite a few things that inspired this. I've talked about in other paintings or in other videos about my other paintings, how certain movies inspired me, certain movies growing up that I watched, certain movies that I saw when I was younger. Maybe a little bit later too, but especially when I was young, all these different movies, like I mentioned in past videos. So, and then a lot just from my own imagination. You probably, if you've never seen this channel before or my other videos, you probably wouldn't know what movies I'm talking about just based on looking at the paintings. But movies like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. After I mentioned Nightmare on Elm Street, you could probably tell there's a guy with a hat here. He's not supposed to be Freddy, but it's inspired a little bit by Freddy. It's not copying him. I'm not putting him in here, but it's inspired a little bit. The other guy with the hammer is just my own. Well, all of it is basically, most of it's from my own imagination, but there's inspirations like from ancient Greece, ancient Rome, with the clothing, the white robes, and then the pillars, the columns, the pillars. I do a lot of that from inspirations about ancient Rome, ancient Greece, and then modern architecture too, because we still use columns, obviously, support columns. I kind of mix it in here with those street lights. But like in, I think a past video, a couple of them I mentioned were Halloween 1. Remember at the beginning of the movie where they're going to pick up Michael Myers at the sanitarium and they broke out? Remember, Michael Myers broke out and he let all the other patients out, and you can kind of see them at nighttime when it's raining with the lightning and they're in their hospital gowns. That stuck with me. For some reason, that part stuck with me. I thought it was very well done. It was very interesting, and it left an impression on me. So often that's why I use white robes. They're not hospital gowns, but that's often why I use white robes. And of course, mixing it in with kind of ancient times where they wore robes, and like in ancient civilizations. And obviously this painting's very similar to the other one. Yeah, I really like these paintings a lot. And you'll see in a lot of my paintings where I have street lights next to trees or bushes, buildings in the background. I really like the blue, kind of indicating it's been all night and now it's the early morning hours, and soon there'll be more and more light as sunrise will take place. But there's no, obviously there's no sunrise in these paintings, but you can tell it's really late at night, early in the morning. Let me give you another angle of these paintings from the other angle. Yeah, those columns, those pillars, I think they add so much to the painting. You can see the characters there inside this big theater. Theater Enigma, or Theater Enigma, either way. And I have to say Halloween 3, Halloween 2, Halloween 1, Escape from New York. Certain movies really left impressions on me where it kind of inspired much of my art. And then other movies besides that too, and then just stories of ancient civilizations and then kind of mixed in with my own. And of course, Nightmare on Elm Street. I think the first two, I mean, all of them, but I mean, the first two, at the beginning, they had that New Line Cinema logo, remember, where it blinked sequentially red and black, kind of red and black, and you can see the New Line Cinema logo, and it blinked red and black. That left an impression on me too, so I use a lot of red and black in some of these paintings because of it. Being careful not to copy, but just be inspired. So I believe this is Theater Enigma number 2. And here is Theater Enigma number 1. They're very similar, but I like them so much, so I made them similar. Really do like these. And then I think all the Theater Enigma paintings, all the sequels are marked like this. I'll show you real quick. Theater Enigma number 3. I actually like this one a little bit better than the other ones. The only downside is it doesn't have that blue background, but I like this. But maybe I'll do a separate video about this one in the future. Today I just want to show you, or tonight I just want to show you part 1 and 2. And the whole series is available on redbubble.com for a while now. Yeah, I like these. I can almost hear the rain and smell the rain. Then you have this. See, look at that. See the red lines? That's kind of inspired by that New Line Cinema logo, where it starts out with just like a single line and then multiple lines appear and then the letters appear after that. You have this guy here kind of looking with an inexpressive face. I like my paintings to be a balance between realism and impressionism. This isn't very real, but it has realistic aspects. It has a good amount of impressionism, these paintings. I like to have a good balance. I'm not really a fan of paintings that look exactly like a photograph. I like to know that it's a painting that I'm looking at. Those are talented, though. Don't get me wrong. Those are extremely skilled and well done. But I want to be more creative than that. Painting paintings like this gives me more of a chance to create instead of just copying real life. And I like both of these, part 1 and part 2. I believe this is part 2. It's got scary aspects to it in a way, but I really like them. I think it stimulates, both of them stimulate the imagination. There's a lot of things in here that I like to keep kind of vague and let people interpret things for themselves. It's funner that way. But there's certain things in here that mean certain things that I keep a secret just because it's funner. I like people to interpret it and see what they think. I like them to just interpret it. It's a mystery. You're going to have to interpret it all on your own. But it's funner that way. Mysteries are funner when they're not solved yet. After they're solved, it's fulfilling, but it's kind of funner when they remain mysteries. So I hope you enjoyed looking at those paintings with me tonight, on this night, this cool night. And like and subscribe if you like this content. Share this video with others and show them the art if you enjoyed it. So thanks again, and good night, everybody. This is Doorway to the Painting signing off.